In that review, I never ended up saying that I made a 25% improvement on my Rogue challenge just from taking Turkesterone. What I said was I made a 35-second improvement, and of that 35 seconds, maybe 2 to 3 of those seconds were due to Turkesterone, which would have been a 1.4 to 2% improvement. But I never said I improved 25% just from taking Turkesterone. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today I'm going to be reacting to Greg Doucette's reaction of my Turkesterone review. And I want to be clarifying a few things that were said in the video, and also I would like to address some of the criticisms that were lobbed toward me. And the first thing that I would like to address is when I ended up setting my goals. Greg Doucette ended up saying that my goal was unrealistic.
Full disclosure, at first he thought he could half his time, as in go twice as fast. Not possible. Please, when you set goals, please set realistic goals.
And I would just like to say that no, my goal was not realistic. The reason that I set that goal was because I had originally planned on doing a lot more HIIT training than I had planned on doing, and also I never do cardio whatsoever. The last time that I did any type of cardio was back in 2017 when I was really into rock climbing, and between 2017 and 3 weeks ago, I did no cardio whatsoever. And when I say cardio, I'm referring to aerobic exercise. So the reason I expected to do so well in such a short period of time was because I was going to be doing cardio for the first time in years, and because I hadn't done it in years, I was expecting to get much more rapid improvement. So that's the first thing. The second thing with regard to my improvement is Greg says that there's no way that you could double or triple your output in that given amount of time.
It takes a heck of a lot more than 3 weeks to half your time or double your power output.
And once again, the reason that I set that specific goal, because back in 2017 when I was rock climbing, I ended up going through a cardio phase for 6 weeks, and in 3 weeks I more than doubled my output, and in 6 weeks I more than tripled my output. The way that the workout was structured back in 2017, it was 4 different exercises, and I would circuit through it. The first exercise, it was dog bone pull-ups using the Rogue dog bone, and I would do 25 of those. Then I would do this exercise, it was called blue balls, and essentially you hold this blue ball, it's a 3-pound ball, you take it from your hands, toss it to your feet, from your feet back to your hands, that counts as 1 repetition. I would do 25 of those. Then I would do parallel bar dips for 25 repetitions, and then I would do 1 more set of the blue balls, and for each of those it was sets of 25, and I set a time limit of 20 minutes. In 20 minutes I wanted to see how many rounds I could go through. When I first started, I was able to get through 3 rounds in 20 minutes. About half of the way through my program, which was 3 weeks in, I was able to more than double that and do more than 6 rounds, and by the end of the 6 weeks I was able to do 10 rounds. So from going 3 rounds on day 1, I was able to more than triple my output to do 10 rounds all the way in the final 6th week. So that is why I ended up setting that specific goal. And then one of the first criticisms that I would like to address, and this is a criticism that I got from some of his members, was that the 35-second improvement that I saw from the Rogue Echo Bike Challenge was actually due to the placebo effect and not actually from taking Turkesterone. And no, it wasn't a placebo effect. It also wasn't due to Turkesterone. I never said that the 35-second improvement was due to Turkesterone. What I said was, of the 35 seconds, I was expecting to get more than 30-second improvement just on my own, so maybe 2 to 3 of those seconds would have been due to Turkesterone, maybe, which would have equated to a 1.4 to 2% performance increase. So did Turkesterone help? Well, maybe. It might have helped me out by 2 to 3 seconds, but I never said that the 35-second improvement was due to Turkesterone. And for anybody who thinks that's what I was claiming, that is not what I was claiming whatsoever. And then the second criticism that I would like to address from some of his members was that I was lying about my results, and that the reason I was lying about my Turkesterone results was because I just wanted Greg to make a video on me. And once again, no, I was not lying, and if I was lying, I would not have said the things I said in the actual videos, because I made 2 review videos with regard to Turkesterone. The first one was with the Rogue Echo Bike 50 cal challenge, and I'll include that right up over here. And in that review, I never ended up saying that I made a 25% improvement on my Rogue challenge just from taking Turkesterone. What I said was I made a 35-second improvement, and of that 35 seconds, maybe 2 to 3 of those seconds were due to Turkesterone, which would have been a 1.4 to 2% improvement. So did Turkesterone help? Well, maybe. It might have helped me out by 2 to 3 seconds, but I never said I improved 25% just from taking Turkesterone. And the second part was a lot of people were saying that I was lying just for the sake of getting Greg to make a video. Well, if I had lied, in my second video where I went through my other performance metrics like my weight, my skin fold assessments, my circumferential measurements, my V-bar dip challenge, my deadlift challenge, and also my wide parallel grip pull-ups, I said in that video that the turkesterone didn't yield any results whatsoever. All of my numbers did go up and I did make improvements. However, they didn't go up enough for me to say that it was the Turk Builder. All of these numbers, I would have expected to get those without taking anything whatsoever. So it's only been 3 weeks. I'm gonna do it for another 3 weeks, and I'm not gonna give my final verdict until then. But right now, it doesn't really look like it did too much for me personally. My weight stayed the same. My body fat was absolutely identical. My circumferential measurements didn't really change too much. And with regard to my performance metrics, I said that turkesterone didn't yield any positive results. So if I was lying just for Greg Doucette to make a video on me, why would I end up saying that it showed no improvements whatsoever? Right now, it doesn't really look like it did too much for me personally. And a lot of this has to do with Greg stating that I made a 25% improvement.
His watts worked out to 280 in the before and 350 in the after. That is a 25% improvement in his power output.
When he referred to my 25% improvement, he was referring to my overall improvement. And then he went into my wattage and how much exactly I improved my watts. With regard to that, I don't know exactly what it is, but if I'm going based off of what the bike tells me, my max watts ended up going from 256 to 884 from the start to week 3, and then my average watts ended up going from 324 to 380. So overall, I made a 25% improvement, but what I believe my improvement was just from turkesterone was maybe 1.4 to 2%. I never said I improved 25% just from taking turkesterone. So did turkesterone help? Well, maybe. It might have helped me out by 2 to 3 seconds, but I hope that clears things up for you guys. If you do plan on taking turkesterone, I'm not saying it's going to improve your performance by 25%. I'm not even saying it's going to improve your performance by 1%. You may not see anything at all. Right now, it doesn't really look like it did too much for me personally. You may have a different experience. For you, if you decide to take it, you might get terrific results. You may not get any results whatsoever. So just because it didn't work for me so far, it doesn't mean that it won't work for you, but that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and ask your questions down in the comment section so I can help you guys out. But that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so I know to keep making these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, as I will be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow.